Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at Vechain as we saw a massive push up in the last 24 hours coming from those low 15-cent ranges all the way up to 16 cents, and then finally, like the rest of the market, crashing back down 7:15 a.m., finding our top, and like I said, crashing right on back down to 15 cents. So a 1.14% increase in just the last 24 hours. However, if we look at the last week, we're seeing about a 20.73% increase, coming all the way from 12 cents, continuing, like I said, all the way up to about 16 cents and dropping back down to 15. We are continuing to see a lot of bullish looks into Vechain, and there's a lot of reasons as to why that is. So in a second, we will be covering, obviously, all news regarding crypto, specifically related to Vechain, as Vechain has a lot of bullish outlooks into it right now. A lot of different articles, tweets coming out about the future of Vechain and where we think it's going to continue to move to. We have the last month up to about 64.26% of an increase. Vechain is one of those coins a lot of people were complaining about down in that 9 to 10 cent range. Thankfully, we came from 9 cents and pushed all the way up to 15 to 16, and we'll continue to hopefully stay in that range as we continue on our way up. Obviously, Bitcoin broke 52K yesterday, a very, very big milestone for Bitcoin, hopefully continuing to keep this bull market afloat and move on forward. If we take a look down at the market cap, we see about a $10 billion market cap, and we have a volume in the last 24 hours right around 705.9 million. As we continue to look through here, guys, I do want to, like I said, talk about all of the updates regarding Vechain, but if you haven't already, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on to stay up to date with Vechain, as well as so many other altcoins on the channel. As we move on, we do see Cointelegraph talking about the Vechain Thor mainnet has now processed more than 10 million blocks, and its native VET token is up 60% over the past month. So this is something we dove a little bit deeper into in our last Vechain video, so we're not going to dive deep into it, although there was a quoted tweet from this by Jason Rockwood, a great general manager at Vechain Americas, talking about Vechain Toolchain in North and South America. So here we see, I always wince a little when someone describes Vechain Thor as a supply chain platform. We're a smart contract platform. Supply chain is one of the case or use cases out of the many. Others include dApps, NFT, data notarization, and fungible token issuance. So one thing to note, guys, is obviously they do have that supply chain platform, and that's what a lot of people know them for. However, they are a smart contract platform. There's so many more really utility and use cases out there and available to Vechain users, and I think that's one big thing that they definitely want to get across their fan, or really user base, I should say, not really fan base. But as we move forward, we do have another tweet here talking about DNV assurance. So customers or consumers seek that trust when purchasing food and beverages products. Food safety is expected, but is the information trusted? Combining blockchain-based solutions and assurance enables consumers to verify products, claims, and build trust. So as we move forward a little bit, we also see Vechain, as reported by China News, PwC in the China International Fair for Trade in Services has officially announced that AirTrace is powered by Vechain. This is a huge partnership. You can see here over 1,080 retweets. Obviously, the community very excited about this. This came out September 3rd, so just 3 days ago, and it'll serve PwC's clients for traceability solutions. We are proud to support this major initiative. So, like I said, a huge support for this exact reason, Vechain continuing to grab new and better partnerships every single day. As we move forward, we did see the Vechain senior researcher talk about, talk about Vechain, obviously, and POA 2.0 technology at the BWater 2021 official developer conference. And this showcase about POA 2.0 is definitely a needed necessity, in my opinion. I think they need to get out there. They need to talk to more people, whether it's developers, whether it's, really just institutions in general. I think it's something that they really need to continue to work on. So for all blockchain, NFT, and DeFi projects and developers, remember to join us and apply for the $1 million USD grant. And this grant, also a very, very big deal when it comes to Vechain. Bringing great projects to this ecosystem is something that, everybody would love to see. We also have Peter Zal talking about it means we are going to have a better ledger read-write performance. So know that they're working on continuing with their better ledger, read and write performance. I didn't have much that came with this one. It was on top of the a perfect KV scheme costs a month. So KV obviously being kilovolt. I do want to jump, though, back into one more tweet before we jump into an actual article here. And this tweet is going to be Eisenrich talking about Vechain POA 2.0. So the roadmap for Vechain POA 2.0 is significant, with milestones for this project. The Vechain Foundation is expected to get rid of the trade-offs from the BET and Nakamoto consensus used by Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So if we actually jump onto this tweet, you can see Vechain in development of POA 2.0, and they talk a little bit more about the roadmap for POA 2.0 is one of the really significant milestones of this project, as the Vechain Foundation is expected to get rid of the trade-offs from some of those Byzantine fault tolerance, or BFT and Nakamoto consensus used by other cryptocurrencies and altcoins, as well as Bitcoin respectively. So this new upgrade is basically expected to enable Vechain, or VThor, to leverage and operate in optimal capability with a guaranteed data submission. So thus companies and users building on the network can have access to and apply really a large chunk of use cases with very secure data processes, as seen on the roadmap on the Vechain Foundation. So the POA 2.0 update is giving the acronym SURFACE, which means Secure, Use Case Adaptive, Relatively Fork-Free Approach of the Chain Extension. I'm not going to jump too much farther into this POA 2.0 update, but just realize how big this is going to be for the future of Vechain. We're going to continue to keep you guys up to date with this POA 2.0 update as it continues to come. Really, it's coming closer and closer as development continues. And I do see, this tweet coming out, or article specifically coming out September 5th, 2021. There's a lot more coming. A lot of institutionals, a lot of, retail investors taking advantage of this low, cheap, Vechain price, and that's exactly why we're also seeing it on a lot more articles here recently. It's just the hype building around a Vechain is something spectacular, and I think a lot of people are going to wish they invested at this low 15-cent price point that we're seeing right now. I will say, guys, as we continue to push through the bull market, you're always going to see volatility. That's something I tell you guys on the channel all the time, so make sure to always do your own research before investing, as I am not a financial advisor. I do think as we move forward, though, Vechain is going to continue on this move up. We are, like I said, going to see pullbacks, setbacks, volatility along the way, but by the end of the year, I think realistically 30 to 50 cents is something that a lot of us could see happen. It's a really conservative, realistic, reasonable price prediction in my opinion. I think we're going to see a lot of retail as well as institutional investors investing like they did back when we saw this push up to 28 cents. I think that's the time that we saw retail as well as institutional investors all investing in Vechain at the exact same time, and then kind of selling off and finding that very, very large dip in the market as well at the same time. So we'll see what happens with Vechain. We'll also keep you up to date, obviously, through the rest of the bull market. By the end of the bull market part 2, I still think we're pushing closer for that 70 cents to $1 range. I think that's definitely within reason and something that I could see happening here in the, like I said, by the end of that bull market part 2. After doing some TA this morning, I still think Vechain's looking solid, and we'll keep you guys up to date with that as well. Not just the news updates, but also my price predictions and TA that I've pretty much do before every single video. I do want to say, guys, Vechain's one of those coins we talk about a lot on the channel, so if you have not already, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on. If you guys haven't already followed me on Twitter, CryptoProfitYT on Twitter, I try to keep you guys up to date on Twitter as well, obviously crypto-related things, whether it's Vechain or Cardano or Chainlink. All of those altcoins are, going to keep you guys up to date there on Twitter. I will say, guys, one last little plug here. If you go actually to the description of today's video, you're going to be seeing a Patreon link. So exclusive, really market updates. You're going to see pre-sales, IDOs, ICOs. You're going to get those links to these IDOs and ICOs before anyone else. So hopefully you guys will take advantage of that if you want to get into these low market cap picks as well, because I'm trying to give you guys that opportunity for those 10x to 100x's, even if they are a little bit more on the riskier side. A lot of people want to take advantage of those possibilities. So definitely do your own research. But, as we move through the crypto space, like I said, if you haven't already, check out the patreon.com/CryptoProfitYT link down below. There is a limited spots available, so if you guys want to jump in, we are starting to actually move pretty quickly on the spots. So, like I said, jump in if you guys want to take advantage of it. Thank you guys again for tuning in. I'll see you all in the next one.